Hello everyone, today I want to discuss some of the problems from Codeforces rounds 894 Div.3. A problem, this is mostly this is some kind of implementation problem. So read this problem statement first, pause the video if you haven't read, because you need to understand this statement very well. So now if you read this, so we need to find Vika. So in that case we cannot choose Vika like this. First choose this, then we cannot choose this. If we have from every column we can choose only one or zero. It says 1 or 0. So let me show you. Left to the right and chooses 1 or 0 letters. We cannot choose 2 or 3. So from that case we can only choose V and then I from here, K from here, A from here. So it's nice implementation problem. For this one, let me check. V from here, I from here. We need K, there is no K. We can get K, but we don't have A now. So for this problem I got one string and called it Vika, and I got one index to show you this. What does this index do? First of all, that we had Vika, yeah, right, and this S, I called it S, just you can call it anything. And what does A&D here? It shows that until way I came. If it says 0, I didn't do anything, I'm here. If it says 4, I did everything. So in that case we should go through this from 0 to m. Why m? Because this m is this number of this columns, so we can go m, and for every m we will go through from J from 0 to the n. I mean from this, for every column from 0, so like this. This one is one column, 0 to the n. If is I is this Vikas and where we are. Now what we did, it shows I explained it. If this equal with this value that we are looking for example, we found V. Now IND will upload this, upgrade it to the 1 by adding 1. So now that shows that we don't need V anymore. We have V, so now we can keep looking for I. So after finding this, we need to break this loop because we cannot choose anymore from this one, and every single time we will upgrade this current to. And if IND is 4, what does IND 4 mean? It means that we are done and we already collected Vika fully, so we can just break and we will check. If IND is 4, answer is yes, otherwise no. So check my code and try to implement yourself. So we will move on to the problem B. So problem B, sequence game. Tima and Vika are playing following game. First Vika comes up with sequence A of length m and writes down it in the paper. Then she takes new paper and writes down sequence B following rule. First writes A1 and then she writes. So the meaning of the problem, she can only write down this. She can only write down elements from A to the B if and only if it's A1 or this element is bigger than the element that's before it. So in that case 4 we can get it, 3 is less than 4, we don't get it, 2 is also less, so 6 is bigger than 2, so we'll get it. 3 is not bigger, and this 3 is at least equal to the 3 that is before itself, so we can take it 2. So now what we have to do? Do you think that for 6 and 3 this is the only answer? Actually not. We can just the real answer in my code was like this. So 4, 6, 3 and 3. From that we will also get this, the same thing. Why I did put this 3? So the meaning is overall, if 1, 2, 3, like this, 1, 2, 3, we don't have to put anything and take anything. It's just we can just transfer it to the B. So for this 1, 7, 9, 5. So in that case, right here we should add 5. So what I am simply trying to explain is that if this from 1 to 7 it's not increasing, from 7 to 9 it's increasing, from 9 to 5 it's decreasing. When it decreases, we will put 5 right here in the middle. Now it's good. 5, 7 increasing. Now if it's, I pasted it twice. Let me copy again. Oh. So 1, 7, 9, 5, 7. So as I explained it, this would be 5, and that's it. We don't have to change anything. If we transfer it to the B, it would be 1, 5 deleted, and that's the answer. So for this, I firstly only printed these values, and then I saw that I also need to print this how many numbers, so I just pasted it before the code. So let me explain it. So first of all, this value would be count to find how many we need. Then first of all, previous would be the first element, and from the this second element to the last, we will add now element now, which be the element we are at now, and at the end we will make previous equals now, so that next time we can use the ones that we are using now as previous value. So we have to check if previous is bigger, we will add 1. So now we will print this value with new line. After that we will do the same thing, but with we are using it for printing. That's why we will print previous one. If it's bigger, we will print previous one now, and at the end we will print previous one one more time. So that's it. So problem C. Problem C, at first I got time limit, and I will explain how to optimize the solution. So first, Anya lives in the flower city. By order the city mayor, she has to build a fence for herself. The fence consists of n planks, each of the height A1, AI meters. According to the order, the height of the plank must not increase, so that means it should be at least equal or just decreasing. So in other words, this is true. The NUV is symmetrical. So the symmetrical means that this should be exactly equal to this. So to find this, let me explain. So how we will do this? First of all, we had values 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we will construct it like this. 0s, 1, 2, I'm indexing from 0, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter actually. You can just if you're comfortable with indexing from 1, you can do it. So for the zeros value, we have 1, so we can add 1 here and also here. overall up to everything has got 1 due to this only 1. So now, so 2, up to 2 we can add 1 and 1, and 3, 4, 5 it's the same. No, actually I missed it, 1 for 3. For 3 is till 3, till from the end. So for 2 and for 1. So now make sure you understand. I will do the same thing with 3, 1, 1. So now 1, 2, 3. So what I'm trying to do is now, if we upside down it, or just do it like this, just put it horizontally. When we put it horizontally, this one would be adding to everything, and others would not be doing the same thing. So right here, so this the 3 adds to everything, to all 3 elements. Now 1 would be only adding to the last one. So the answer would be 1, 1, 3. Oh sorry, I'm not the last one but the first one. 3, 1, 1. So now we should do the same thing for every element of this. So let's first see it. I just implemented as the way I am doing right here. You don't need to understand anything extra special. You just need to do what I did with the code. So first of all, we need to check in some cases if this value, like in this case, if this value is bigger than n. The answer would be absolutely no. We don't have to do further in anything. So we will just put it no and return. So now we will get an answer to save this table and put this with initial value of 0. Now we will go through from the last element to the first element, and for every element till it, we if it element gets bigger than n, so answer again would be no, as like this. It's nearly same the case. Otherwise we will just add 1 till end. But if we add 1 like this for every element, the time complexity would not be O(n), because we have 4 and again 4, and time complexity would be O(n) square. So that's why I got time limit, and we can optimize it. First we need to just put this case is same. So for this, as this first element, we can add 1, and for others we will check with this case or and subtract. At the end of this code, we can add this previous values, like in prefix, or you can if you did on any prefix or suffix, you can know this, how this works. So if it is some dynamic programming trick. So after this, we only thing we left is to check whether they are same or not. If they are not same at any point, answer would be immediately no. Otherwise, at the end, we can only say yes. So now problem D. Problem D if you didn't pay attention to the this problem statement, you would really confuse. For example, I did not understand this problem during the contests because and only because of this I didn't see this this exactly. So there should be exactly n types of ice cream. For example, for 179 I thought answer would be 20 because for if we do this as and choose 20, this combinatorics, this would be 190, which is more than enough for 179. But unfortunately I was wrong, and the problem was asking how to do exactly n difference. So then it actually we don't need 20 here, we need 19, which is less than which gives less than 179. And let me get calculator. So 19 times 18 over 2, 117. As you can see, it's if you are confusing, this is n chooses 2. It is the formula that's n factorial or divided by 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial times n minus 2 factorial. So the why I'm doing and also this why I'm using 19 times 18 is the reason is that this simplifies to n times n minus 1 divided by 2. So we have 179 and with 19 different flavors after different bowls. After this, what we need to do is 100 we will subtract this value from 179, which is n, and that would be 8. So answer would be 19 plus 8, which is 27. So this to find 19 you can use binary search like this. So here it's binary search. I found it with binary search, and at the end of this code, after you finding it with binary search, you can just use like this: answer plus n minus answer times answer minus 1 divided by 2, which is 19 times 18 divided by 2. So that's it, and your code will be accepted. Goodbye, and follow for more. I think I would be putting videos on the 26th of August too.